My wife posted the hotel view from Miami. I zoomed in and saw a man's reflection, bracelet and all, and 2 key cards on the table. I didn't confront her. I verified, and when she came home, she still tried to lie. The morning after she returned, I made coffee like nothing was wrong. That's the thing about me. When I'm hurt, I get quiet. Not sulking quietly. Focus quietly. The kind of quiet that keeps you from saying something you'll regret and helps you do what needs doing. Simone sat across from me in a satin set, scrolling her phone like she was catching up on the world. She looked comfortable, safe, like she thought her little trip was a closed chapter. I set a mug down, sat, and waited for her to look up. "Simone," I said calmly, "I'm going to ask you one question." Her smile stayed, but her eyes tightened. "Okay, was Devin with you in Miami?" It was immediate. She didn't go into confusion first. She went on offense. Like my question was the crime. "What?" she snapped. "Why would you even ask me that?" I didn't match her volume. I didn't give her the kind of energy she could twist into a story about me being unstable. "Because he's in the reflection of your hotel photo," I said, and there were 2 key cards on the table. She blinked hard, then let out a short laugh that sounded like panic trying to be cute. "You're reaching," she said. "That's crazy." I nodded once. "It's not crazy. It's visible." That's when she pulled out the script. "You're invading my privacy," she said louder. "You're controlling. You're watching me." I kept my hands on the table. "You posted it publicly," I replied. I zoomed in. Then I checked our shared account activity. "I didn't read your messages. I verified the things you made visible." Her mouth opened, then closed. Because she wanted to fight. She wanted me to be emotional. She wanted me to be loud. Facts don't get loud. She tried to minimize it next. "Even if he was there, it doesn't mean anything," she said, shrugging like I was being dramatic over nothing. So I slid my phone across the table. First screenshot, the hotel balcony view with the zoomed reflection. Second, the bracelet close-up. Third, the 2 key cards in the sleeve. Fourth, room service, 2 entrees. Fifth, rideshare. Sixth, FaceTime logs to Devin's number. Simone stared at the screen like it offended her. No remorse. Not sadness. Calculation. Then she pushed the phone back and said, "So what, Micah? What are you going to do?" That question told me everything. She wasn't sorry. She was confident. I stood, walked to my bag, and set a slim folder on the table. No theatrics. No yelling. Paper. Inside were the steps I'd already taken. My direct deposit moved, shared spending access separated, my documents secured, my consultation scheduled, and the least details showing my name as primary. She flipped through it, and her face changed. Not because she suddenly cared about my feelings, but because she realized she wasn't holding the steering wheel anymore. "You can't do this," she said, voice smaller now. "I'm not doing this to you," I replied. "I'm responding to what you chose." She tried a softer approach next, reaching across the table like touch could erase evidence. "Micah, it was a mistake." I pulled my hand back gently, not rude. "Final. A mistake is dropping your keys," I said. "You planned that trip. You posted the view. You assumed I wouldn't look closely." For a second, she just stared at me, like she was meeting the version of me she never bothered to respect. The one who doesn't argue. The one who moves. I walked to the front door, opened it, and brought her suitcase from the hallway. I set it outside carefully, upright, and handle out. Simone stood up fast. "Where am I supposed to go?" she demanded, anger returning like armor. "Talia," I said. "Devin. A hotel with a view. Anywhere that isn't here." She stepped toward the door like she was going to force the situation into another conversation, another loop of blame and denial. I didn't step back. I didn't step forward. I just held the line. "You don't have to be my enemy," I told her, "but you also don't get to be my wife." That was the moment her confidence cracked, not into remorse, but into shock, because she truly believed she could do what she wanted and come home to the same man waiting quietly. I closed the door after she walked out, and the silence that followed wasn't empty. It was honest. I sat back down at the table and looked at the coffee I'd made. Same mug, same apartment, different life. People think closure needs an explosion, a public scene, a big speech. That's not me. My closure came from one small detail in a reflection, and the discipline to act on what I saw without begging for the truth. If you've ever had to zoom in on someone's story to find the truth, comment "zoom" so I know you're here. And if you like calm, receipt-based stories where the payoff is real, subscribe, because the next one is even wilder.